Here's your daily dose of minty fresh news. There has been a lot of rumors surrounding Bored Ape Yacht Club and the possibility of them doing a huge land sale. Here we see Willie the Degen tweeting that people should get their apes before there's none left on the marketplace. Preps to the Pros also tweets, "Today will be a fun day for sure. Announcement coming in a few hours. Let's mutate apes in the meantime, shall we?" Now it seems like here Bored Ape 93 has some sort of insider info because they seem to hit the nail right on the head. They tweeted, "If the rumors of BAYC Metaverse public land sale are true, I'm guessing the land will have to be purchased with Ape token. This will create immediate utility or demand for the token. Ape token could function like sand. We know Amoka, who owns Sandbox, is also working with Yuga on something." And after all the cryptic tweets, we finally got an article stating exactly what Yuga plans to do. As the title says, Bored Ape Yacht Club startup plans virtual land sales, ApeCoin token to kickstart Metaverse gaming project. And here's a simple TLDR. Yuga Labs is projecting net revenue of $455 million this year, chiefly through virtual land sales that will kick off this month. The plans, including its own ApeCoin token, were outlined in a pitch deck obtained by the block, which had been circulated to investors. Yuga Labs, the business behind the heavily hyped Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT collection, is hoping to raise hundreds of millions of dollars by selling off virtual plots of land. A pitch deck obtained by the block outlines projections for the sales, as well as information about a sweeping new Metaverse initiative, Yuga's planned token, and key financial metrics. According to the document, Yuga made a cool $127 million in net revenue last year, a figure it projects will reach $455 million in 2022 alone, chiefly through the proceeds from the virtual land sales. The deck, which was last updated in February, had been circulated to investors as part of an ongoing fundraising process. Yuga is looking to raise fresh funds at a valuation of as much as $5 billion, according to a report last month by the Financial Times. Now, Yuga plans to broaden its offering. The virtual land sales are the first phase of a Metaverse initiative that aims to diversify revenue away from selling ape-based NFT images. So again, please focus on this part right here. For those of you that weren't able to get a Bored Ape or maybe missed out on it or the price was just too high, for those of you that missed out on Mutants, and for those of you that missed out on Bored Ape Kennel Club, this is for you. Bored Ape Yacht Club wants people that missed out on those projects to get in on this land sale that they're trying to do right now. But one thing to notice is that they're looking to make $455 million, whereas last year they made $127 million in net revenue. So the number of plots available may be a very high number. I'm thinking it might be around 50,000 or even 100,000 plots. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's just a rough estimate. I do think it'll be closer to 50,000 maybe. Again, that way a lot more people will be able to take part of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Now let's continue with the article. We want to build something that expands the universe of BAYC, but also invites the larger NFT community and those priced out of the BAYC membership to join. And that's exactly what I just mentioned. To that end, Yuga is planning to build a gaming-focused metaverse named MetaRPG that will be compatible with a host of NFTs. There will be a system described as an in-app game store that will allow players to create characters using NFTs they own or from scratch, outfit them, again with NFTs, and use them in games according to the deck. Another crucial component of this proposed world is currency, which Yuga will provide in the form of much-rumored token named ApeCoin. The token will be used to make purchases in Yuga's planned app store, and the company said in its deck that it will also encourage trading and bartering. Now to the land sales. Yuga's grand metaverse plan will kick off with the sale of virtual land in the form of NFTs, which will be linked to plots in the metaverse game. These plots will contain distinct traits such as natural resources, artifacts, and in some cases rare characters. In total, 200 plots will be distributed across 2 sales in March and August this year. Okay, so like I just mentioned, I honestly thought 100,000 would be a lot, but when we go back up to the top, we'll see right here they mentioned they want to reach an estimated 455 million in just 2022. Right here they have 127 million from last year. So this 200,000 plots available makes a lot of sense. I had said that earlier because I never fully finished reading the article, and I'm actually just reading it live right now with you guys. This number makes a lot of sense. They want a lot more people to be able to enter the BAYC ecosystem, but at a much friendlier price point. This is the reason why this number is going to be so high. Now let's finish the article. And Yuga hopes to raise 178 million in addition to secondary sale proceeds from each sale. The company will retain a portion of the virtual land for itself. Animoca Brands, a digital studio that's also building a racing game with Yuga, will be involved in the launch per the document. BAYC teased a new partnership with Animoca on March 11th. No details were revealed, but interested parties were invited to complete identity checks to learn more at a later date. BAYC said in a tweet that the Animoca announcement had been in the works for 7 months. Yuga has had a busy start to the year. Last week, the company also announced it had acquired the intellectual property rights of CryptoPunks and Meebits, 2 prized NFT collections from Larva Labs. The block reached out to Yuga Labs and Animoca for comment on the story, but didn't hear back by press time. Now, I would really like to know what this is going to mean in the future for projects like Decentraland and the Sandbox that we have right here. These projects have been around for quite some time with their own coins and their own offerings and own platform and all that, and even their own player base. But with Bored Ape Yacht Club being so popular, I wonder if this will actually cause some sort of dent in their production value going forward. Not to mention the fact that Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club, also purchased CryptoPunks just last week. They have the top NFT projects currently of all time. Now, along with that, they're also adding land to their already extremely successful NFT collections. I think this move is going to put Yuga Labs way ahead of everyone else. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I actually already mentioned this in a post that I made 3 days ago. I said Yuga Labs will be one of the biggest companies on the planet within the next 10 years. And I think with this land that they're trying to get into, and basically the metaverse is what they're trying to create their own version of it, they're just one step closer to that already. A lot of people were questioning why on earth Yuga Labs would acquire Larva Labs, but again, I just believe they want to be the Google of the NFT space. So anytime someone sees an ape or a CryptoPunk, it'll always come right back to Yuga Labs. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's smart for Yuga Labs to create their own metaverse, or should they have just joined Decentraland or the Sandbox? Click this video to watch and see why it was so important that Bob Iger joined Genius as the board of directors. And as always, take it easy and stay blessed.